you're pretty versed with straight ankle locks.
Straight ankle locks, yeah. I think I'm comfortable with the straight ankle lock. I think it's just more by positioning. When I get it, I'll have to adjust.
Right.
And depending on who it is, because if it's like an experienced blue belt or higher, they'll know how to get out of it pretty quickly. So there's not that. So by the time I adjust, they'll have.
Are you always trying to hit it from that position specifically in open?
So I'll usually do the sweep, and then
from that person when they're standing, like you have your legs like right here.
Yeah. Or I don't try to hit it from there, but I'll try to hit it when they're on the ground.
Yeah.
And usually, after the sweep, but then after they.
Do you get the sweep often or no?
I do get the sweep often. I think also like
just really turn hard, like after you hit up, really just you have to turn your whole body.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So I get that sweep often, and then once I get into this, because once I sweep them, we'll be on the ground, right? So it'll be like here. Right. So I usually like to hook first.
Yep.
Here.
So see how you did like a baby bump sweep?
Right.
You hit it harder than that in real life, though, right?
Yeah, I hit it hard.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I go on
all the way up
on
and
my
then
shoulders.
all the way to the side.
Yeah. And then from here, I know that they're gonna pass this, and then I'll just go here, and then I'll go belly down.
Good, perfect. And you're pinning here.
Right.
Good. There's no back take. Good.
Right. Yeah, but then I think it's my adjusting because then when I'm here,
You feel like you lose a foot.
yeah, where I feel like I have to I'm not.
You are going to slide up, but just keep it tight as you rotate. To pin my thigh with your shin, and once you're facing the other way and you're like belly down, you can slide up the ankle. So you're losing it as you transition is all it is.
Right.
Yeah. So right there, it's not there anymore.
Right. So it's
Cause
too
see
high,
how you're
too
hooking
low.
the top of my foot, and that so that's even better.
Right.
Right.
So it's,
Yeah. So you're good as you transition. Like even though you don't have it high just keep it tight. And then as you get to the belly down, like you're only going to release it just a little bit, just so you can slide up to the ankle. Then you're gonna arch or belly down, really. Yeah. Yeah.
Gotcha.
You just feel like you're losing it there or something like that. That was a good transition. That's perfect.
Yeah.
That's what would happen.
Or like
in real
I'm like fumbling, you know. I'm like high low, and then I'm like I don't think I'm connecting it all together because it's like keep it here and then like rotate the shoulder back, right?
Yeah, you don't necessarily rotate the shoulder back. Well, the most important thing, honestly, is just keeping it tight to your chest.
Right.
Yeah, and like.
I try to get it to my like solar plex at least.
Yeah. So it depends on the position. Like if you're doing it from here, like you want it like hand on the breast or chest, right? This is too low.
Right.
Like there's nothing there because it's like I don't have enough leverage.
Right.
Once I get high in my armpit.
Oh, I see.
And then I touch my chest. Now all day, like I barely have to do anything.
Right.
It should be right there.
Right.
When you're transitioning, however, like
it's loose.
Yeah, it can be loose. Like if you caught it low, that's fine because like just slide up.
Right.
Yeah, but this shouldn't be necessarily going up and down. It's more like it's always pulling up.
Right.
And then keeping it high. Like,
right.
You don't need to lower it. It's always going to be high, but you can go higher up the calf and then slide down if you want.
Right.
Then when you go to belly down, so okay, let's say it's go into position. So as I transition, like I just keep it tight. I'm always touching like my chest, and as I transition, like I can feel like I might need to loosen it up, but I keep it clamped.
Right.
The
So
whole
that
time.
they're not able to get their foot out.
Turn with me. I should be tight, and then by this point, like I also use like my calf right there, and I turn it until they get it. Until they get it. Yep. You turn it belly down. Yeah, but that part, like you shouldn't be loose when you go belly down. Like
not loose enough for them to.
I'm more focused on just holding on to it before I even like realize like, oh, I should be turning and stapling something out of there. But yeah, just that has to be.
Right.
Yeah. So anytime you catch it, is all I'm saying is like it's okay if you go high, just slide down. But when you slide, like you're not opening it up. It's just like a millimeter like of space, just so you can like slide it to the ankle. So I caught it up high. I just want to lower it down. Yeah. Better than like here trying to adjust and find it.
Yeah.
Right? Because look, it will just stop right at the Achilles. Like it will stop. It, like because literally your foot curves, so it like just catches into like my forearm and my wrist.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Because I think also like when I'm adjusting, it's because the other person, it doesn't look like it's hurting them any. So I don't know if it's if my positioning of my arm
Your arms are wrong. Can you do it on me so I can see how you feel?
Actually, I'll catch it pretty high up here.
Okay.
And then I'll go here like that.
Okay. And you're just going from right here.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Oh, don't force the belly down if you don't have to. Go ahead and just like finish right here. Yeah. So it's just a little like too low. You see how my you see my bone right here? You want to shoot that up. So like sit up a little bit. Here, let me sit up. So I noticed like you're like rotating your shoulder. Like, let me show you. So if I rotate my shoulder, it's not really doing much. But if this is where you're at right now, but look, you need to be here. So it's not rotating. My trap is pulling up. Like I'm listening to my ear and my shoulder.
Right.
And then my arm went from like my.
So I'm pulling it back, not pulling it up.
Yeah, you're going like this. But see how that actually opens up space?
Right.
It needs to go high.
Oh, I see.
So that's why we say high hands.
Right. Oh, I see.
Yeah. So see now, look at my trap is like stuck to my ear.
Right.
That's what you want. Yeah.
Okay.
You don't want to retract your shoulder blade.
Right.
You want to hike up your trap.
Oh,
and
yeah.
now like it's already
I feel a
tight.
huge difference.
Exactly. Yeah. Because if you open up backward, it opens the ankle.
Right.
Yeah, and like especially flexible people and people with steel feet, they're not gonna tap.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
It has to be like tighten up.
Right.
Sorry.
There we go.
So just try that. Just try adjusting by like listening to your shoulder. Hike it up. Yep. But not just bringing it up, but your hands have to follow. So I'll angle up my hand like towards my chest. Yeah, that feels better already. Yep. And I know that a lot of times people will say like catch here, but like look at the bony part. That sucks.
Right.
I can feel it already. Like just this bonier part compared to like the meaty part. Then look, clamp your elbow.
Down.
Yep. Clamp it down. You just tight. Yeah. Like engage your lats so that it like holds it in place. That already hurts.
Right.
Yeah. I can feel pressure there.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Because I think when I'm doing it, I'm going, whoop, and then I'm like
Yeah.
like rotating back and then extending my back. I'm like, okay. And it's been like 5 seconds and they're not tapping. So I think I know it's incorrect of like where the placement is.
Yeah.
So and then I adjust and yeah.
So like a lot of times when you catch it, like you will almost look like you're hunching forward. Like it's like you're like this, like when you slide down, but you catch up.
Yeah.
And see how my traps are up and caught, then you just put it down, and then now I can go for it.
Right.
And when I go, that's when you're actually gonna roll over your shoulder.
Right.
Yeah. So when you're finishing it, that's when you're like going this way.
Right.
You shouldn't be on your elbow going this way. You should be like trying to turn your whole body and look at the other side of your foot.
Right.
Yeah.
So. Here.
High. Yep. Yeah. Especially I'm already sore right there, so it's hitting the spot. You can finish if you want.
So here, and then you said when I'm on my side.
Yeah, once you catch your hands, so you're gonna overlap your hands and then hike it up higher. Good. Clamp your elbows down. Good. Now you can go to your side. You're gonna go over your shoulder and look all the way to the other end, like you're gonna try to like look at your own ass. Go ahead, just keep it tight. Almost there.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you get used to it. But
Yeah.
But let's take away this retracting shoulder.
Right.
That gave me space. I could feel it.
Right.
Like, oh look, my ankle can breathe because he opened it up. Yeah. So just think it's up and then clamp.
Right.
So it's like it looks like this awkward little position right here. That's basically what.
So I think when I go like this, I'm also rotating this, right? And then this is kind of
sliding.
going down, whereas it's so in clamp and then.
Yep. Your other option too, like if like say we're not worried about like other attacks on heel hooks, so if they go for that traditional defense where they push your foot off the hip, so I'm gonna be loose with your foot so I don't like break it. So let's say the foot is here, they push it off. Look, I'm gonna switch instead of rolling the belly down. I'm gonna switch over, and I can finish here too.
Right.
So you took the foot off. Let's say you're trying to actually like skip over my foot. So you go.
Oh, because it's
Now try to defend from here.
Right.
It's going to be hard. And then if anything, I could turn the belly down. I'm already halfway there.
Right.
This is already almost stapling.
Right.
I just have to turn down.
Right.
Yeah. So I just throw my foot over, and the foot that was originally on the hip just goes to clamp or it goes to hook under the thigh.
Right.
Now I'm in the same position. I just switched my feet, and then I can finish.
Right.
Yeah. So it's just another little transition you can add into like when they're defending, and you're like, well, I have another answer for that. Yeah.
Thanks.